Alright, same privilege bonjour to welcome to another Amir is vlogging episode. Today we are here in my hotel room. Just had an amazing trip in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Look at this. We have some memorabilia here, some souvenirs. I will not wear this again. I will not wear the hat. The hat is for me, and the t-shirt is for my mother. I'm just wearing it. What a trip we had here today. Oh my god. This is a one-day weekend trip. One day only. I only planned this trip earlier this week on Tuesday. So 1 week ago, I wasn't thinking about coming over here. And here I am. And I had one of the craziest one-day trips in my life and ideally one of the best short trips ever. Ever. Here's the absolute crazy thing that happened in this one day. And it started with me not even literally being here. So I decided to try a new airline. I've never tried this airline before. I've always taken mostly Scoot, SIA of course. Back then was also Air Asia, Cebu Pacific. So they're okay. They're quite reliable actually. Cebu Pacific is also okay. I didn't have that much issues with Cebu Pacific. But I tried a new airline today to come here to Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City, and it is Vietjet, so it's a budget airline. And wow, what an experience. It's $200 only to come here. So it's actually very, very, very cheap. I think Scoot was 250 to come to Ho Chi Minh. So what happened is the flight got delayed for 6 hours. I was originally supposed to come here last night. I ended up coming here this morning at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yes, this has never happened to me before. I've been to a lot of places, to a lot of countries. This is my 10th country, Vietnam. 10th. I have never experienced that before in my life. Never. 6 hours of delay. It was absolutely crazy. Crazy. Crazy delay. I chose this flight at 7:30 p.m. because it was after my work. I still have work on Friday. I made my way to the airport after my Zoom call. I actually thought of going to the airport before. I thought of going to the afternoon. That was, oh my god, I don't think it was just a stupid fucking idea actually. And then this is where I got the first news. So actually, you see, it's good timing lah, you see. 5:30, if I come at 5:30, which I did, and if the flight is still on time, at 7:30, it is good timing. And then by the time I reach here in Ho Chi Minh City, it'll be only 8 o'clock. I originally want to look around here and see some things. They keep delaying. So when I made my way to the airport, was on the MRT, they delayed the time by 2 hours. They delayed it by 2 hours. They delayed it to 9 p.m. So I was thinking, okay, I still have one more Priority Pass launch membership. Let's just use it. And that was the best decision that I've ever done in that whole night last night. Okay, so I decided to go to the Priority launch, which is Blossom's launch in Changi Airport Terminal 4, because that's where Vietjet is at. Like Scoot uses Terminal 1. Blossom launch is a new launch also. I wanted to also try it out. Very nice. The food is nice. I ended up staying in that lounge for over 5 to 6 hours because the flight kept delaying. It got delayed from 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 1 a.m. and I ended up boarding the flight at 2 a.m. in the morning. Yes, the flight is supposed to be at 7:30 p.m. It is a 6 hours delay. Six hours! I've never experienced that in my whole life. Just imagine if I have a goddamn transit flight or flight later, and then how much anxiety are you going to have that you're going to miss your flight? You're going to miss your flight. 6 hours! That delay happened in Changi Airport for me. World's best airport. Somehow I go to the lodge as well. And it was still frustrating. I have fellow passengers who are raging in the airport. The staff couldn't do anything because what happened is that because it's a budget airline, and of course they're not as maybe they're not as well prepared for things like this as compared to maybe Scoot or Singapore Airlines, where if in instances like this where delays, be it weather, be it mechanical issues, they will always charter another flight. But because there are they're always reusing the same planes. They don't have like any spare planes. That's why if there's a delay of the previous flights, the flight it will lead to a ripple effect, and that's what happened. So the flight from Phu Quoc to Singapore, which was supposed to be the flight from Singapore to Ho Chi Minh, that was my flight. The flight from Phu Quoc to Singapore was delayed by 6 hours. It got a ripple down effect to my flight in to Ho Chi Minh. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for all the other passengers. Like they do not have launch access like me. I do. So they were standing at the fucking gate. There were no announcements, nothing. It just tell you. It just keeps delaying, delaying. The board just keeps delaying, delaying, and delaying. There were no announcements at all. People were frustrated. People were shouting at the receptionist. I'm glad that it's at Singapore airport. Beautiful ass airport. But if you are standing at a 6 hour airport, a piss ass airport, who doesn't have the same amazing facilities and amenities like Changi Airport, oh my god, it will be hell. It will be hell. But yeah, eventually we managed to get to our flight, and yeah, I landed in in Ho Chi Minh at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and it took me only like 20 minutes to come to this hotel. Yeah, from the airport to this hotel is only 20 to 30 minutes, and it's by car. Or it's like one whole night wasted like that. And here's the thing: I booked a tour at 7:45 a.m. I barely had any sleep. I had only like 3 hours of sleep before I had to say, okay, I had to go to the tour meeting point. I booked a Chi Chi Tunnels tour. It's 2 hours from here. And it was a nice little van that they take you. And I was supposed to meet them at 7:45 a.m. I'm actually glad I still went for the tour. I was all groggy. I set an alarm for 7:15. I forced myself to go. Yeah, that is Ho Chi Minh for you. What a trip. Managed to reach my 10th country I visited. 1-0. Hopefully, if you want to do like a spontaneous trip, I'm planning either Australia or Laos. So those are the two countries. Again, like I said, I want to visit some new country just to keep adding to the portfolio of countries that I visited in my life. But yeah, what an adventure. What an adventure today. One of the best, craziest solo trips ever, and I did it in one fucking day. Oh my god. What a life I'm living, man. Bye bye.